Hello and welcome to this episode of Into the Composer's Mind. My name is Byron Herman and I'm continuing to offer some insights into what's going on in my mind for the composition process for this new piece which I'm working on. And it's been an interesting journey so far. Haven't really talked a whole lot about the composition process itself. I mean, what is it that a composer is doing? I mean, as a composer, I'm basically combining a variety of musical structures that I have available to me to convey a certain emotion. That's basically what the composition process is. And as I've been chronicling, it's a little bit complex to figure out the stages that are involved in the composition process. Certainly, research has shown that during composing, that your brain is allocating resources that are usually taken up by other sensory processes in such a way to kind of strengthen the connectivity to other neural networks that are kind of responsible for the emotional processing, and also the neural networks that are responsible for the integration of information. So basically, the composition process is taking over your senses and trying to strengthen that connection between emotions and between the information you're trying to present. So what is the emotion I'm trying to present here in this composition? It has to do with my father's life. How can I translate the emotions of my father's life and the emotions that has had into our family into music? That's the composition process that we're going through. So that involves understanding the colors, the shapes, the textures, the wide range of sounds that are available to somehow tap into those emotions and bring them out in the new music that's created. For me, it's kind of creating what I call spaces of sound. And as I mentioned in this composition, there's kind of three separate sections. They're creating three separate spaces, and each one will correspond to a different kind of emotional content that my father's life has presented. The emotions of family, the emotions of community, and the emotions of faith. All this integrated into how he has led his life. So as the composition process continues to unfold, I will hopefully be able to show you how that's translated into the music. Last time I mentioned I was going to be starting to create some small sketches of combinations of the three main instruments, the tenor saxophone, the trombone, and the violin. And you'll hear some of those textures in the background as I'm speaking now. So I continue to look at these small sketches to create a large number of sketches. In such a way that I can refine it down and to create some sort of fluency into the integration of these sketches into the background and into the text that's being presented. All of this to somehow translate the feelings, the emotions of my father's life into this new composition. Again, thank you for listening. And I invite you to subscribe to this YouTube channel at the end, and look forward to our next episode where I expand a little bit more on going into the composer's mind.